to Obscure Depths MLB Preview, the New York Mets. I am picking the Mets to finish third in the NL East. That's right, I am picking them to finish third in the NL East. Why? Mainly because I picked the Phillies fourth probably about 3 weeks ago. But I'm going to stick to my guns and say they're going to finish third. They are going to finish above Philadelphia. You heard it here first. Let's get right into it. David Wright, the team captain at third base. I don't know if he's their captain, but he should be. Quality player, still in the prime of his career. I look him to put up very good numbers. Probably hit around 300, hit about 25 home runs, steal about 15 to 20 bags. Gotta love that, right? Ruben Tejada at short had a decent year last year. Nice batting average. You know, he's not a flashy guy, but he can move runners. He can do what needs to be done. Daniel Murphy, another decent batting average guy. He's got a little bit of a ribcage problem right now, but he can still drive in some runs and steal base every now and then. Ike Davis. Ike Davis hit 32 home runs last year with a 227 batting average. I think he could be a potential breakout player of the year. He could be comeback player of the year. I don't know if somebody who hit 32 home runs a year ago can be comeback player of the year, but whatever. I think he has the potential to be a very, very nice player for this team. I like the batting average to rise up for him, and I think you're going to see good things from him this year. John Buck, Anthony Recker, and Travis Dunard behind the plate. You know, there's probably going to be a platoon here. Buck is a quality catcher. He can really hit the ball out of the ballpark too. So, you know, he's not a great batting average guy, but with a change of scenery, you never know. Obviously, Travis Dunard or however you want to say that, is going to be the future here, and we'll see. I'm sure we'll see him at some point in time this year. Moving to the outfield, got Lucas Duda in left. You know, Duda put up some decent numbers last year, did spend some time in the minors. I look for him to, you know, take last year for what it is and just move forward and go with it. Kurt Neuheis had a little bit of a struggle last year, too, in limited time. He's got a little dinged-up knee right now. But, you know, he'll probably get the majority of the starts in center field, at least to start the year. This team also has Marlon Byrd and Colin Cowgill, Jordan Valespin, who's going to play a little infield, a little outfield. I believe they just signed Corey Patterson, too. So they certainly have some outfield depth. They might not be impressive, but they certainly have some depth. I really like this Colin Cowgill kid. He's bounced around. He was, I think, in Arizona, then in Oakland. Now he's with the Mets. Hometown boy Mike Baxter and right. You know, this team doesn't look very impressive in outfield, but I think you might see some interesting things from them going forward. I think the fact that all these guys for the Mets played some last year is going to bode well for them going forward. Johan Santana on the top, questionable for the start of the season, still got the shoulder issue lingering a little bit, but I think Johan's going to bounce back from this. He's not that old, so I think he's going to bounce back, and you know, he's not that old in pitching terms. He's going to bounce back and be a very nice player for this team once again. Jonathan Neese, this is a guy who really quietly is really a very, very good pitcher. 13 wins last year, ERA under 4. Gave this team 190 innings. Sean Markham, this is a guy that always seems to have some kind of weird little injury, but when he's on, he is a pretty darn good pitcher too. Matt Harvey, he's probably going to get the fourth or fifth spot with him and Dylan Gee are going to be competing for that. They also have Jeremy Hefner, Colin McHugh, and let's not forget Zach Wheeler. This team has a lot of options in the rotation, so I think you're going to see, you know, 7 or 8 guys start for this team this year, and they're going to be a better team moving forward because of that, all this experience gained. This is definitely a rebuilding team, but they have a lot of guys that can step in and with experience already, and this might take a year or two for them to gel, but I really like what they have going on. The bullpen is actually pretty nice. Frank Francisco is a closer. He's a little questionable for the start of the year, but they also have guys that can close. They got Brandon Lyon, they got Bobby Parnell, they got LaTroy Hawkins. They also have Pedro Feliciano. They got a lot of experience in this bullpen, and I think that's going to be a nice a nice asset to them going forward. Like I said, not a lot of flash on this team, but I think you're going to be a little bit surprised about what this team brings to the table, and they are going to have a decent year. I think they're going to be a lot better than people think they are. I forgot to mention Justin Turner, who's going to back up just about everywhere too. So they have a lot of depth. It's not flashy, but this team could surprise some people. And yeah, so I'm picking them to finish third in the NL East. This has been Obscure Depths New York Mets preview. Thank you for watching, and have a pleasant day.